don't want to prolong the agony too much, but this is £500, £2 coins. Hopefully you can see. There's no stamp on this one, so I don't know where this came from. I'll start with the £2. Oh, let's get rid of the 50p and put that there to focus the camera on it. I've got a few coins. Well, I've got a few coins over here as well. Just realised. Let's get rid of everything. Don't need everything. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. So we've got 25 bags. That's correct. We'll start with this one. These aren't sealed. This first bag. I think most of the £2 aren't sealed actually. But anyway, that's fairly usual for £2. They just recycle them, I think. So, anything specific you are needing, says Duncan. Yes, all of them. All of the £2 coins. No, I mean, I've found every coin, I think, £2 now, apart from the NIFCs for more recent years. I think I've got a 2000 and oh no, have I got 2007? No, I haven't got 2017. I'm thinking I had a 2017, but it's not. It's because it's from a set. So yeah. So apart from NIFCs, hello, Marcia K Coins and Silver. Hello, welcome. So we're going to start with the £2, as I said. I'm going to just dump the bags. Oh, let's angle the camera correctly, otherwise it makes it very difficult to do the actual hunt. So, hello again. Marcin, is that right? Marcin K Coins. I think I might have said Marcia or something. So, oh, well, there's a good start. There's a really good start. I knew that was going to be something as soon as I saw the coin. So there's a Shakespeare's Tragedies. I wonder if we can get one of everything. Unfortunately, the lighting is terrible still. Oh, and there's another one. There's a Act of Union. So, not a particularly valuable coin. It's worth £2, in fact. Marcin equals Martin. Oh, hi Martin. Oops. Thanks for clarifying that. Nothing in that bag though. I think I need to move the camera because the angle's not right. That's better. So, problem is with this camera. I'm going to get a new camera, by the way, but it's not going to be just yet. I do like the Shakespeare coins, the Snapdragon. Yeah, they're nice. Ooh, thought for a minute that was one as well. Yeah, nothing in that one. The problem is with the Shakespeare coins is that if you live in the north, all you find these days are Shakespeare's comedies. Right, I have to pay attention to what's going on here. Good luck, coin pig. And by the way, sound is grand on this live stream. Well, thanks very much. It's only the microphone from the camera, so I am fairly close to it, so that does help. You know, the camera's a bit, it's not, it gives a good picture, but it's not the best in terms of flexibility, unfortunately, when it comes to these sort of things. But thanks anyway, Duncan. Oh, and there's a, straight away, I wasn't even looking. There's a abolition of the slave trade, another common coin. But yeah, we can only hope to find a, I don't know, a Northern Ireland Commonwealth or something like that. Haven't found one of those since the last time I found one. Ooh, there's a. I like this coin, but unfortunately it does attract. I mean, it's an older coin now, but it does attract a lot of dirt, I think, on these. These very seldom appear very clean, which is maybe an issue with the current situation with the viruses flying around. But anyway, that's the Marconi, a wireless transmission. Again, not above face value, but I wish it was actually, because I do. Oops, I don't drop the coins, coin pig. So we'll see what's what. Ooh, there's a. It's not focusing again. It doesn't like shiny coins. This is Lord Kitchener. So that's First World War. I think that was, yeah, it's 2014. I have to think what year it was. So that's another of the common coins. £2 can be a bit of a pain sometimes to hunt. I like doing them because they're relatively quick, but sometimes, or certainly where I am, the banks do like to recycle the coins, which is all very well, but it doesn't help people like me that search for these coins. I wish people would use them more. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon now. I don't know why, but people just don't seem to like £2 coins. Ooh, there's another abolition of the slave trade. If it'll focus again. That's the second one of those. I do look, I don't know if I've mentioned this, I know I've mentioned this, but I mean, I don't know if I mentioned it recently, but I do search for the 2010 coins as well, DDOs, which I mentioned to a few people in the past. Oh, No, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one. You might have seen it. You probably, in fact, you probably did see it better than I did because it was facing up the other way. But I don't look at dates when I tried to avoid looking at dates if I can when I'm hunting, just so that I don't know. So if you did see it, then you probably know what year it is. It's a 2015 or a 2016, no doubt. Britannia, that's above face value just about. If it's a 2016, a bit more above face value if it's a 2015. Of course, it could be a 2017 or a 2018 or even a 2019, but it's unlikely. Looking at the sort of luster on it. So I'm guessing it's going to be a 2016. So let's have a look. And it is a 2016. So that's the most common of the two, but it is above face value. So it's the second find. Oh, hang on. I just realised something. Because I moved the camera, I moved the things out of alignment properly, didn't I? That wasn't very clever, was it? No, I'll stick it in there. Don't know what's happened. The trouble is with these £2 coin bags as well, they move the cloth, which I use a towel to stop too much noise, but it doesn't really help. Doesn't really help at all, but anyway, we'll never know. So what have I missed in the chat? Do you keep Robert Burns, Guineas, and Darwin's mate? Darwin's mate? Who's Darwin's mate? Oh, the no, I don't keep Darwin. I don't keep Robert Burns. Although there is a I believe an error with the Robert Burns thing as well, but I don't think it's particularly thingy. I mean, I say I don't keep them. I do keep them, but I only keep the long term. I only keep the ones that are decent quality now because there's too many of them. Basically, the Robert Burns, the Guineas, yeah, I do keep them. Again, if they're poor quality, then I'll go back. But yeah, if there's damage or whatever, then I will do. Did I miss somebody? Oh, good evening, Julio Alberto. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. My eyesight's not very good, and unfortunately the chat is very small on my laptop, so I can't actually see it very well, which is a bit of a shame. Andrew W, hello. Matthew the Great Queen Roll Hunter, hello. I think I've messaged you recently. Twisted Fruitcake, yo. Duncan collects. Britannia is a nice £2 coin. I found 2016 Britannia yesterday, says Snapdragon. Britannia is one of my favourite designs, says Julio. Is it Julio? I'm not sure how you pronounce your name, sorry. Anyway, let's continue. I'll come back to your name in a sec if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I butcher names very easily. Sorry. Right. Come on, focus. Oh, it's not going to focus. Anyways, you can see it's not a... Oh, there's one. There's one. There's a coin that won't focus. Why is it not focusing? Come on. Doesn't half take time to focus sometimes. So this is the Act of Union. We've already seen one of those tonight. I think that was the first one, yeah. There it is. So that's another above face value coin. So we've had okay luck so far. Probably about a third of the way through, perhaps, if we're lucky. Oops! Oh, I keep dropping coins. Sorry about that. I will have a look at the DDOs again, and any errors and things like that when I go through them again. So, oh, there's one. Oh, it's up the wrong way. I thought it was up the right way. There's the DNA double helix. That's again not above face value, but it's another new design for tonight. No, nothing in there. I pronounced it okay, did I? Oh, good. Andrew says, have I missed anything good? Not especially. We found a Shakespeare and a Britannia, but we usually find those eventually. But oh, there's a not very nice looking Guy Fawkes gunpowder plot. I think we found that one, right? Ooh. Now again, I saw that one. Let's get those out of the way. I think those are okay, yep. Found a Noah Shakespeare. This one is a Histories. So we have one Histories, one Tragedies. All we're looking for now is a Comedies. Chances of finding one of those, unless you live in Scotland, of course, are pretty slim. Not quite sure why everybody in Scotland seems to find them these days. Well, I do sort of know. I think they released them up in Scotland because when they found that they had a load in store, where was the best place to launch to distribute them? Scotland. Well, we've got two here, and that one's quite a decent quality one, which is weird because the last one we had in the previous bag was not very good quality. That one, or very good condition. That one is in quite good condition, and bearing in mind it is a 2005, isn't it? Yeah. Why is that one in such good quality? That's unusual. Well, that's good, I'm not complaining, but as you can see, that one is a good quality coin. I'm going to keep that one to one side. I'm not going to put that in with the others because that may replace one that I already have. And then, oops, and then there's a Charles Dickens even. Again, that one's not a... Oh, let's keep dropping coins today. That one's not in such a good condition, considering it's quite often in decent condition. But anyway, what have I missed in the chat? Matthew says those are cool. Not sure which ones you mean. All of them, perhaps. I don't know. Andrew, have I missed anything good? Oh no, I must have missed your comment earlier. Sorry about that, Matthew. Julio, you pronounced it right. That's good. Good start. I found a few comedies, says Andrew W. Yeah, I do find one every now and again, but not very often, and certainly not as many as a few YouTubers from up north. Lately, they found I think, was it 8 or 10 or something in a single hunt? I've never found that many. Never. Gavin Eccles. Comedies are all over the northeast of England as well. Yep, I know. There's up north. There's quite a few places. Northeast, northwest, Scotland. There's quite a few places that have comedies, but not so much in the south. Would love to trade them for tragedies. Hardly ever find them. Yeah, well, it's weird because we find tragedies not as often as histories, I don't think, but we do find them down south. But it's just, oh, there's one. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm not concentrating on where the camera is. So there's the end of World War II. That's VE Day celebrations at St Paul's in London. Again, not above face value, so not getting too excited about that one. Very common. Oh, and there's a abolition of the slave trade. Yeah, that's the third one of those. So we're over halfway now, so hopefully we'll find a few more. That's a shiny one as well. That's 2008. Somebody was asking me about coins with the standard technologies design, which is that one, of course. In 1997, probably can't find a 1997 now, just as I mention it. Oh, they're all 1998s. 1999. Yeah, of course I'm not going to find one now. I'm looking for one, but there is a different reverse portrait on those. They're not valuable, but it's been asked a couple of times recently, are they valuable? No, they're not. Same price as the coin, face value essentially. And oops. Oh, there's another. Come on, focus. Doesn't like to focus. Just take it away and then bring it back. So another abolition of the slave trade. Definitely going all out on those. Well, those are very shiny. 2015. So we're not having so much luck in these. It's a bit of a lottery with these bagged coins. Sometimes we'll find loads, sometimes we won't find anything. Today it's sort of halfway. We have found a few things, but not a massive amount. So we've only got a few bags to go. If you, as I keep reminding people, oh, there we are, there's a 1997. If you see one of these 1997 coins, if it'll focus, come on, you can see, not very well on here, but you can see that there's a necklace on the portrait of the Queen, just about. You don't get that on any other UK coins. I think it's on other crown dependencies or territories. I'm not sure which ones it is, but you do get them on other coins, and yeah, they're probably more valuable on those, but not on a UK coin. I've been asked a couple of times recently about those. But collecting coins is a bit of a trial and error thing, really. There's a Brunel Arches, Brunel's Achievements. Haven't had the portrait yet, have we? No. Ooh, oh, another Britannia. So I didn't see what year it was. I'm guessing for the shine the luster, if you like, on the coin. It's going to be a 2016. So I'm thinking that's going to be a 2016. And ooh, I can't actually see on the on the screen very well, but I think that's not a 2016, that's a 2015. If I orientate it correctly, trying to get the light to shine on it best. But that's a 2015, so that's a good coin there to find. Oops. Oh, and there's another abolition of the slave trade. We're definitely finding a lot of abolition of the slave trade all of a sudden. It's not even supposed to be the most common. And there's another VE Day. Second one of those. You normally find those most often. Or one of the most often. So we've got 3 bags to go. We haven't found any Northern Ireland Commonwealth yet. So Duncan's saying it's 2015. Yep, I spotted that. Oh, and there's another not such good Guy Fawkes, gunpowder plot, or whatever you call it. Second one of those we found there. Yeah, so the £2 are all over the place. Sometimes, as I said, you find nothing. Sometimes you find a lot of stuff. But I'm having a struggle at the moment trying to find a great deal of stuff in any of the coins. There's another VE Day, St. Paul's. So, final bag in this bag, which is always weird to say, a bag within a bag. Are you going to find anything in this? By the looks of it, no, that's it. Well, that was a bit disappointing, that last bag. But it was an okay hunt. We found a couple of Shakespeares and a couple of Britannias. So it wasn't all bad. Never mind. Could have had a better hunt, we could have had a worse hunt. But, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all these. I'm going to keep those to one side, because what I do is I count the number of, well, I don't count them actually, I don't record them, I just count them just for my own benefit, and see how many commemoratives we find, because I used to find 38 on average a year and a half ago when I first started. At the moment, what do we get? 3, 6, 9, 12, 50, 16, so we got 20. So we got roughly half what we used to get on a regular basis a year and a half ago. Now that's all you coin tubers out there, taking them out of circulation mostly. that's why I don't find many. Obviously I'm a coin tuber as well, I take them out of circulation, I'm not complaining, but it just shows how few new £2 coins there's been. So I think, despite everything, I think the 2015 Britannia is going to be the pull, if you like, of that bag. It's the 2015. It's not in perfect condition by any means, but it's in fairly decent condition. It'll do. And it's a 2015. But only 4 finds above face value in that bag. So I'll keep those over to one side. We did also get this very shiny looking Guy Fawkes, so I'm keeping that separate. So did I miss anything in the chat? No, nothing in the chat. So what I'm going to do is I've got an open bag of 50p's. So it's not going to be a full bag because I got these yesterday. And I don't know what's in them. There might not be anything in them. Ooh, I just opened the bag and there's labels on them. That's not a good sign usually. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. So I've got 19 bags of 50p's. So not quite a full bag. I think I may have even put one in actually, because I had it on the side, but I don't know which one that was, but I think I had 18 originally. So I might have put one in by mistake. If I did, that's my mistake, and I apologise, but we'll have a look through these next. What have I missed? Nothing in the chat? No, nothing in the chat. Has everybody gone quiet? So anyway, there's some 50p's to look through. If we can focus, please. Thank you. Ooh, there's the first one. There's the is it 2014? Yeah, it's 2014 Commonwealth Games. Not above face value, unfortunately. Where do I put it? If I put it up here. They may become valuable in the near future, who knows. And that's the only one of those. Oh, hang on. I just realised I have to move my bag so I can put the 50p's in. No, I'm not sure that we'll be that successful in here. I just have that feeling that it's not going to be the best hunt ever, but I won't know until we looked. I don't normally look at dates, but that was a 2017 showing him right in my face, so that's a 2017 shield, so we'll keep that. 2017 shields obviously above face value. It's a low mintage year, not an NIFC. I'm still looking for an NIFC for most of the years, to be honest. What's my favourite coin, says Andrew W. I don't know if I have a favourite as such. If you're talking about circulated coins, obviously Kew Gardens is up there because it's so difficult to find. I like the Isaac Newton. I like basketball in the Olympic series as well. So, you know, there's quite a few coins. I don't know if I have a real favourite. That's the problem. Or the favourite varies depending on what, you know, season it is and so on. So I don't know. I don't really have a favourite. I just like, there's a bunch of coins I like. You know, those are a few of them I do like. 2019s. Yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of 2019s now. Oh dear. It's 2020 and they're still issuing 2019 coins. It's just, come on, come on. Get with the times. Who's that? Oops, Mujib. Yeah, sorry, I've moved the camera. Sorry about that. Mujib, is it? Compig, I like and sorry for coming late. So no, you don't have to apologise for appearing late. There's no such thing as being late for a live stream, really. Well, unless the live stream's over and done with, of course. If you've made it in time, that's good enough. Oh, there's a Jeremy Fisher. Oh dear, I just realised it wasn't focused again. Come on. Jeremy Fisher. It's not above face value there. 2017 Beatrix Potter. Ooh, well, that was fortunate or unfortunate or whatever. It's the first one out of the bag. There's a Battle of Britain 50B. I don't know if you can see that. Is it? It doesn't like shiny surfaces, this camera, which is a bit of a shame because we like shiny surfaces. But anyway, so there's a Battle of Britain 50p. There is a possibility that it's a JC or an IRB, but I think it's going to be a JC. Yes, it's a JC. So there's no benefit there, although it is still above face value, just about. So it's still worth keeping. Just about. Yeah, see, there's not a lot in these bags. But you never can tell. Ooh, I don't normally notice years, but that's a 2010. So that's going to be something. That's a, if I turn it around, you can probably see it better. There's a 2010, so it's going to be something, because it could be a commemorative or it could be an NIFC. Let's have a look, shall we? Always surprised. It's a commemorative. I suspected it probably would be. It's a Gale Guides or guiding. Again, not above face value, but it's a 2010, so we knew it was going to be something. Ooh, and there's a rather sorry looking Tom Kitten. It goes with the Jeremy Fisher. Another Beatrix Potter from 2017. I suspect, as I said, these aren't going to be that productive, but we have found a Battle of Britain, so there is stuff in here. Oh, and there's another one. There's another common one. If you focus, please. No, don't then. Oh dear. It doesn't like focusing on shiny stuff. There we are. So there's a Victoria Cross, the medals. That's another common one. Another. Oh, I just happened to see that 2010 just as I turned it over, but it was too late to say anything then. So I knew that one's going to be another coin from 2010, and it's another Gale Guides or guiding. In fact, that one's a better quality one than the previous one, just about. And oh, just to even things out, there's a scouting to go with the Gale Guides. Again, not above face value. two there. We'll go with the dictionary, Johnson's Dictionary from 2005. Again, that's above, it's not above face value on me. And then there's old Fancy Pants himself, Benjamin Bunny. There's the three, so we're only missing Peter Rabbit from 2017 so far. What have I missed in the chat? I was in your live stream last week and really enjoyed it, says Mujib. Mujib. Yeah. Thanks very much. It was, well, I didn't do one on Tuesday. Normally I do one on, well, I say normally. I have been doing them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but because I had stuff to do on Tuesday, there wasn't one on Tuesday, so I'm doing everything today. So it's going to be a long and painful slog for a lot of people, unfortunately, today. Monty says Gil Guiden. Yeah, Gil Guiden. These ones are the bonus, these 50p's though, because they aren't part of what I was supposed to be doing. So, oh, I don't know why I'm surprised. There's a Peter Rabbit from 2017, so that completes the set now from 2017. We got one of each. That's unusual to find one of each of the 27 sets without finding duplicates. There's another one. There's Roger Bannister, a 4-minute mile, or under 4-minute mile as it is. And the late Roger Bannister. I think he only passed away about 2 years, 3 years ago. Was that something like that? Ah. Oh, and there's another Roger Bannister. That's the second one in the same bag. Oh, and another dictionary. Second one of those. And nothing much else. So these are bonus 50p's. I wasn't even going to do these. I was going to do them on my own. Going through them myself because it was not full bag, but I thought, why not? Why not? There's a bit red, that one. Someone spilt paint all over the coin. Right. Monty says, evening Coin Pig, hope you are well. Yes, I'm well, thanks very much. Hope you are as well. I think I was a bit too close to the camera on the previous ones. You have to shout at me if I'm not paying attention, because the way it's set up, I can't actually watch the live stream picture and look at the coins, which is slightly disadvantage to everybody. One day I'll sort it out properly. Ooh, there's a shiny 2019 again. And as I said earlier, oh, there's a public libraries. I don't know why it is that these coins recently, I found these, they're 20-year-old coin now. Is it 2000? Yeah, 2000. 20-year-old coin, and I find them in decent condition nearly all the time now. It's weird how some coins seem to attract the dirt and grime, whereas other coins seem to get away with it. Oh, and there's a People Act. We haven't found one of those for a while. Almost forgot they existed. There's a 2018 People Act. representation of the People Act, as it's officially known. I wish I'd find out the, the cloth first. So we've got one above face value, well, two technically, so far. Well, I wasn't expecting a great deal of these, but I thought I'll do them anyway. Because, you know, who knows, we might find a Kew Gardens. There's a dictionary, dictionaries, Johnson Dictionary from 2005 again. Be nice to find a NIFC or something like that. Don't find those very often. Oh, there's a got a slight gunk even on the other side, but that's a decent side. That's the another of the 2014 Team GB or Commonwealth Games. Where's the other one? There it is. I think those might be something that people forget about in the short term, but in the long term might actually be worth keeping. Oh, you've got a sealed bag. Where did that come from? I didn't even notice that one. Looks like it's a sealed bag of 2019 shields though, which is probably why I didn't notice it. Yeah, it's a sealed bag of 2019 shields, so I don't even bother opening that one. I think that might be where the extra bag came from, although I didn't put it in there, so I don't know where that came from. Shall I open it? There's no point in opening it really, it's just a sealed bag, so I wouldn't bother. Just waste everybody's time. Ah, dear. 2019 shields are, and there's another one. 2019 shields are a pain. As if you were listening earlier, I said that I had to return a 2019 bag shields. Went specially to get some coins and was given a 2019 shield bag. So that was a waste of time. But anyway, I keep forgetting to check when I'm there. I should know by now though, because it's been, was it 4 bags in 2 months? So it's, yeah, it's roughly one every 2 weeks. So I should know by now. We haven't found any Olympics yet though in this lot. Kew Gardens. Not that we'll get. Oh, there's a People Act. Representation of the People Act again. That's the second one of those. Not very good quality one, but or condition one. This is the problem with these unsealed bags, the 50s in particular. You never can tell what they're going to be in there. Oh, and there's another public libraries. Another public libraries, there is. Second one of those. Oops. I don't know what other people have been finding recently. If you even do hunts, but I heard a story on YouTube yesterday that's saying apparently even in America now they're not banning, isn't the right word, but they're restricting the number of coins that people can hunt through, which is a bad sign, because we don't want people to not be able to search coins. So, ooh, I don't know what's happened to that one. Somebody's been at it with a hammer and chisel, I think. Somebody's asking questions. I've missed. Come back to that in a sec. Wow. Oh! I'm just going to say, we're just about to start the last bag and we haven't found any of the recent coins yet. There's one. However, there's a Sherlock Holmes from last year, from 2019. Don't find as many of those as you'd think, I mean. But anyway, that's sort of the penultimate bag, the final bag of this bonus set of 50p's. We'll have a look at now. And then I'll have a look at the... Oh, there's a Tom Kitten talking about not finding duplicates. That's the first duplicate of the 2017s. Oh, no, you just say that, and then what happens? You get another one. There's a Peter Rabbit from 2017. That's the second one of those. Oh, this is ridiculous now. Here's a second Benjamin Bunny. All we need now is one of them. Oh, come on, that was ridiculous. That was in the same bag. All four. Oh, there's a Scouts. I think we've got one of those. That's just a duplicate of that. Oh, this bag is full of them. There's another dictionary. Another dictionary. If only I had the dictionary counter. Well, that's it then. So that's the not very successful bonus bag of 50p's. So I suppose the two best pulls are these two, the Battle of Britain and the 2017 Shields. Now there may be others I didn't spot. That's the 2017 Shield, so it is above face value. Not much difference between the value of those. We don't know, of course, yet what the value of these Sherlocks are. They could be, the lowest ever mintage of a 50p. We don't know yet. It's probably unlikely because we do find quite a few of them, but you never know. Anyway, so that's that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick all these in a pile off to the side here, and that'll be the end of those for the time being. I'll keep those in a separate pile, ones we want to keep, and then I'll have a look at your messages. Right, so hi Bo, says Monty. Bo selectors coins. Hey Monty, I'm great, thanks. So talking to each other. Jerry Mac. Any nice finds so far? I had a rubbish £2 coin hunt today. We haven't found a great deal, to be fair. You'll have to watch it again. I can't go through everything every time, but no, we haven't found a great deal. So you might not want to bother. But hopefully we've got plenty, because we're doing a double stream today. We're doing both today's and Tuesdays, because I couldn't do Tuesdays. So we've got 2 whole days worth of hunts essentially to do. Really, I'm not sure what Julia is saying. Bow Selector says hi to me. Hi, Bow Selector. What's the matter with people looking for coins? Julia says. I'm not sure what your comment you're responding to. There's nothing wrong with it. Might be a bit geeky, a bit different, but nothing wrong with it. Bow Selector says, had a sneaky £50 worth of 50p's yesterday and only found one out of them all. But what a find it was a judo. Olympic judo. That's a good find. Not the best find, but it's a good find. I haven't found a judo for a while, to be fair. I don't think I've found one recently. No, I'm pretty certain I haven't found one recently. So you're doing better than me. And Monty says, I'm very well, thanks. Oh, right, good. Both selectors, coins are having a conversation. I don't know. I'm not sure who they're talking to, actually. Duncan collects. Looks like you found someone else's rejects in that last bag. Probably that last bag. Well, that's the trouble with unsealed bags, is you never know. It could be a coin dump. I mean, it could be somebody who thought that they were, above face value and was keeping them all. New collectors tend to collect everything or save everything for a while. Certainly I did when I started. Those selectors says, I'm actually going to going in the morning on my way to work for a swap shop. Swap shop? Wasn't that a TV show from the 1970s or early 80s? Or was it 70s? I think it was 70s. Yeah, if you're going to have a conversation between each other, you might as well. It's very difficult to know what's going on. Bo Selector says, come at the right time, Coin Pig, for a double hunt. Fingers crossed for some good finds. Yes, indeed. I think I'm going to leave those to one side. I've got some. What have I done with the? Oh, hang on a minute. What's happened? Someone's stolen me £2 coins. The next lot of £2 coins. Yeah, so these are £2 coins. They're bagged ones again. I think these came from the same place as the last lot. So difficult to know. Difficult to know where they've come from. We've got a stamp on, but it's so faded I can barely see. All I can see. Oh, hang on. 5th of March, isn't that today? Yes, today. So they're only bagged today, so could be a good sign, it could be a bad sign. We'll have a look. So we've got some more £2, and we'll have a look at some 50p's, I think. These are these are unsealed bags. So let's just check we've got the right number. £24.25. Yep, so we've got the correct number. So, Bo Selector says follow me, but nobody can because he's not been. Oh, It helps if I do that. Hang on, what's going on? Oh, I can't do. See, this is the problem with my setup. I can't do what I was supposed to be doing because I can't see both things at the same time. I need to be able to see the chat. So there we are. Are the bags from the bank or post office? They're all from the bank. I don't get any from the post office because you can't get them from the post office unless you've got business accounts. Down this way anyway. Which is a bit of a shame. I used to get some from the post office. That's when I first started, before I'd even really done the collecting bit. But unfortunately, they stopped everybody doing that down this way. I think it was always the case, actually. It's just that, I think it's the case certainly in England and Wales. The post office in England and Wales will not allow you to get officially, and that's different. Officially, they will not allow you to get coins in large quantities unless you've got a card. Even in small quantities, it's quite difficult. But anyway, we'll see. Let's start on these £2. No, not a good start. Nothing in that one. I don't know what. I don't like that bag. Feels like it's made out of I don't know, some weird ancient plastic. Oh, well, there's one we haven't seen yet today. There's the Florence Nightingale. That is in reasonably good condition, that one. It's 2010, so it's one that it's not above face value, but it's always nice to see a coin that's in reasonably good condition. Oh, and there's one that we haven't seen as well. Even. There's the steam locomotive, and I always butcher the name. Trilithic, something like that. If I could remember how you're supposed to pronounce the name, it would help. But it's not above face value, so it doesn't matter. That's how I see it anyway. Oh, and I've gone off the camera as well. Hello, Jude. Thanks for tuning in. That was something different there for a minute. Ooh. There's a Brunel Arches, Brunel's Achievements. Another one that isn't above face value. So I haven't found a 20. Have I seen a 2010? I don't think I've. Oh, what did I just say? Literally, I just said I haven't found a 2010 yet, and then I find one. Now, I don't think that's a DDO, but I was going to mention there are DDO, and I haven't found one. I don't think I've found one in a long time, actually. Yeah, see, that one's not a DDO. There's not that many of the 2010s at the best of times, but when I find a DDO, ooh, that was a decent quality from 1998 as well. Sorry, 1999. You don't often find 1999 coins in decent condition, to be honest. So I'll keep that to one side and have a look at it. See if it's any good to keep. Now see, there's a 2019, that one's not in such good condition. You can't really tell on the camera so much. But it's already undone. So, I haven't found a great deal in this bag, have we? Oh, there we are. There's another Guy Fawkes gunpowder plot, found earlier. Not in this bag yet. Oh, and there's another Charles Dickens. Another one not above face value. So I think we might have to speed up here because it's taking too long to go through these bags with nothing in. Oh! Just say there's nothing in them, and what happens? There's something in them. That is not a UK coin. That is definitely not a UK coin. That is a Jersey, I think. Now I can never remember. I keep wanting to call it territories, but obviously Jersey is a territory. Well, it's actually a crown dependency, but it classed as a territory in our classification, but it is technically a crown dependency, which is slightly different. But I think these are called parishes, these badges around the side, if I remember rightly. And so look, yeah, I can't actually see on the thing on there, but yeah, it's a 1998, so I think it's a common year, unfortunately. But no, it's not going to focus again. There we are. So it's a 1998 Jersey coin. First one above face value. Most territories or crown dependencies are above face value in the UK, but not necessarily a great deal. Probably only worth about £2.50, maybe £3, but it depends who who's wanting to buy it, who's selling it, and so on. So I won't get too excited about it, but it's definitely a new one. We haven't found one like that for a while. Oh, and there's one. Let me just get rid of those. I think we haven't found this one today. These are fairly rare, even though they're supposed to be common. They're actually fairly rare to find, certainly in decent condition. This is Charles Darwin, the evolution of man, if you like. That's a not above face value one, but it's getting there. I think it's going to become one at some point, maybe, if you've got a decent quality one anyway. Not all of them are going to be above face value, perhaps initially, because they tend not to be in good condition, unfortunately. But it's a find. So what have I missed in the chat? What does DDO mean? Andrew W says it's a double-dyed obverse. In other words, the Queen's head side. And I haven't got one to hand, but I'll have a look in a sec. Or perhaps I have got one to hand. I'm thinking I might actually have one to hand. At least I have, but I can't get to it. There we are. just out of view. Where is it? Just bear with me 1 second. I shall get one out, and then you can see for yourself. I think no, I've labelled it wrong, so it's not that wrong I thought it was. Oh dear, that was bad labelling on my part, because I've labelled it as a DDO and it's actually a fake. So bear with me 1 second. Yeah, that's a fake as well. I've labelled them all wrong. I must have moved these at some point and not moved the labels. Hang on. I've got one here now, so sorry about that. Well, I'm hoping it's correct. So this is a 2010 Technologies £2. These are the one I have in my collection. That's a 2010, and if you turn it over, on the obverse, the Queen's portrait side, you've got doubling. Now if I bring it up right up to the camera, you look at the lettering, Elizabeth, and the IRB below the Queen's neck there, you can see that that isn't how it's supposed to look. There's doubling of the lettering and of the IRB, in fact of the Queen's portrait as well, slightly. But you can see that there's two E's, there's two L's, there's two I's, there's two Z's and so on. They're all slightly off centre, and the IRB is also doubled, so it looks like there's two IRBs written on top of each other. That's what a double die obverse means, essentially. It's an error. They are fairly common, but you have to look, because unfortunately the 2010s aren't that common a coin. But within the uncommon coin, there are quite a few double die obverse, and they are above face value at the moment. I shouldn't really tell you that, because of course the more people that find them, the more people that know about it, it means that they'll become less and less valuable. But you know, I'm here to serve, as they say. So sorry, I got sidetracked with that, but that's what a DDO is, a double dyed obverse. Sorry, a doubled die obverse. Get the right term. It's created, the error is created when they transfer the design onto the die itself from the well, they call it the hubbing process, and for some reason something moves and they get two images essentially. So it is an error, but it's, I mean, it's fairly common around the world on various older coins. I'm not sure how common it is on more recent coins, last 5 years or so, because a lot of the processes have changed. But probably if you're still using traditional older methods, it still happens. I've lost all the conversation, unfortunately, because you're talking all between yourselves, so sorry about that. It's quite okay to do that, it just means I can't follow the conversation. So if you've got a question, you'll have to shout at me. And Jerry Max's DDO, every day a school day on the internet. Well, it is a school day. It's only Thursday. Not yet the weekend, unfortunately. Not that it really makes that much difference to me, but... Well, we're not having much luck in these. Find one coin, and that's the end of it. Ooh, there's I was going to say DDO there from... This is the DNA double helix. So DDH. Did we find? No, we didn't find that one yet. We're finding a range of coins or coin designs, but not the ones that we're looking for. So technically, I see somebody mentioned it was a double strike. No, a DDO is not a double strike. It's specifically not a double strike. When you get a double strike, it will look slightly different. There's a Lord Kitchener. I think we found that earlier, but not in this one so far. So it's definitely not a double strike. That is a separate thing, and where the obviously the image or the die, sorry, the planchet, the blank coin essentially, is instructs more than once, partially or fully, or at an angle or whatever. And a DDO is something completely different. It's where they transferred the design in correctly, as it were. So, but you'll see, you'll be able to tell the difference if you see them side by side. It's just very difficult to show that if you haven't got one side by side. But the double strikes aren't that easy to find unless you're looking through a microscope or a magnifying glass, powerful magnifying glass or something like that, because they tend to be less obvious, unfortunately. So yeah, that was a nice DDO, as Julio said. But unfortunately we're not finding what we're looking for. So, and I need to speed up. I'm taking too long. Sorry about that. We've got plenty of coins to go through still, so if you're still willing to stick with me, we've got plenty of coins to go. There's another Brunel Arches. We still haven't found a portrait yet, have we? Don't think. I think we have. Right. So, I like these. Oh, there's another Lord Kitchener. Second one of those tonight. I like these bags in terms of what we can find, not necessarily in what we do find. There's another Charles Dickens. Second one of those we found. Because you can find quite a decent selection of coins here. People are dumping their collections and things like that, which you never find, by the way, if they're sealed bags. You never find a collection dump in seal bags because they're sealed at the distribution places. So at the ooh, we found something there. Oh, right, let's look at that one first. There's the steam locomotive again. Name I can't pronounce. And there's one over face value. Not much over face value. Probably about 250. But there's a golden guinea. And that's a fairly decent condition as well. Some of these, for some reason, it's not a particularly old coin, but some of these are not necessarily in the best condition. But there's a golden guinea. Only the second one above face value though today. So, oh, we haven't found that one either today. There's a 1999 World Rugby, or World Cup Rugby. Generally they're not in brilliant condition either. So if you get a decent quality one of those, that's good. Oh, and there's another one. We're finding all the varieties, all the designs, but not the ones we're looking for. There's a it's not focusing because I don't know what's happened to this one. It looks like it's been buried in the sand on the beach for a while. This is Trinity House, the lighthouse. The anniversary, I think it was, what year was it? What anniversary was it? I forgot what anniversary it was. That's some weird number, I think. Is it 500 years? 350 years? I don't know. Some 2014. Oh right, yeah, 500 years I think. I can never remember the dates. Not good at dates. Oh, there's another one of those as well. So we got Marconi's wireless transmission, 2001 I think it is. I thought we found one of those. Did we not find one of those? Oh, must have been on the previous hunt. The previous bag. So we're getting towards the end. We've got what, 3, 4, 5 bags now to go. So we could still find a Northern Ireland Commonwealth. Could do. Looking less and less likely, but we could do. Oh, I don't know what's happened to that one. Probably don't want to know. Straight in the bag again. There's a abolition of the slave trade again. First one of those on this bag there. So I'm speeding up a bit because I'm sure there's better stuff to come. I don't want to run out of time, which doesn't help when you stop for like 10 minutes trying to get a DDO out, but I had to answer the question, sorry about that. There's Brunel's Arches, Brunel's Achievements, that's the third one of those. Oh, another abolition of the slave trade. I do like this thing. There is another design, as Christopher often says, but I've never found it yet. Certainly not in circulation anyway. So last couple of bags in this lot. I'm going to do some 50p's. Oh, what? That is not that is not a £2 coin. What's that, 2016? Yeah, so I don't know what that one's in there for. So that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 coins, but £1 short. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Doesn't even weigh the same. I don't understand. Anyway, we'll keep that to one side because I might be able to get my £1 back. I don't mind it every now and again if it's a foreign coin, but come on. If it's a overseas territory or something like that, but when it's £1 instead of a £2, that's just taking the mickey. Right. Robbed indeed I was, Jude. So final bag, and then we'll go on to something decent, hopefully, with the 50p's. There's a St Paul's VE Day celebration. Nothing spectacular again about that one. Did we not find any? No, we didn't find any in this hunt. That's it. That's the last bag done. So we didn't do very well. Got a couple of finds really. Those are the best finds. I think the one for me is the territory, the Jersey parishes. It's 1998, not the best year to find, but it's the only couple. We only found a couple in that bag that were above face value, unfortunately. So not the best hunt by a long way. We did find quite a lot of these commemoratives, so that's a bit more than last time, certainly. What's that? 5, 6, 8, 11, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we found 19. So we didn't actually find that many more. We found one more. We found 21 in total if you include the 2 above face value, as opposed to 20 I think it was in the previous one. So it was deceiving. I thought we'd found more. Right. So $50p's. Let's have a look at some chat. What have I missed in the chat? Has anybody been asking questions, or apparently Jerry Max sending the P45 in the post? I'm not sure who's sending it to. Hopefully not me, but Jerry Max also saying James Bond will be on your case, Coin Pig. You're giving away a state secret. Oh dear. That's why I'm being sent the P45, obviously. So I'm reading the chat backwards. Sorry about that. Yes, probably. Although it doesn't really matter at the moment because James Bond isn't going to be around for another, well, at least another 7 months. So it doesn't really matter. Yay! Got away with it. Oh, perhaps not. Anyway, so this is the 50p's. Now these aren't sealed bags, unfortunately, because the sealed bags I had are no longer sealed bags. Well, they probably still are, but they're not with me anymore. They were sealed bags of the same coin, so I took them back. Well, I took them back to a different bank. Can't tell where this one's from because everything's blurred, smudged. There's nothing on there of any use, so I don't know where this came from. I never know where my bags come from, actually. Very rarely does it actually make a, unless I got it from the bank I normally go to. But yeah, so that's annoying. Let's have a look. I know that there's some coins on here because I've seen them already. When I checked earlier, I knew there was some commemoratives and stuff in here because I saw some. So I knew they weren't all sealed bags or bags of the same coin. So what we got? Make sure we got the right number though. 2, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm throwing them on the floor myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got the correct number of bags. I'll pick them off the floor. But these aren't seal bags, so we don't know how much is going to be in there. P45, that was for the £1 coin in your bank run. coin peg. Well, the problem with that is I can't really prove it. I mean, I can show them the video, but because it's an unsealed bag, they're probably not going to believe me. But obviously I'm not going to diddle myself, but we'll see. Oh, and I can see us starting on a high here. So let's start with the 50p's. 50p's in this one, and the first one is a Paddington. Oh, this is the problem with these shiny new coins. There's a Paddington at the cathedral. Actually, it's not even focusing properly. There we are. God, yeah, it's blinding me. The angle of the coin I'm holding at the moment it doesn't look it on the camera, but it's right in my face. So there's the first Paddington. It's a cathedral. Ooh, and there's the second commemorative. There's a Roger Rabbit. I mean a Peter Rabbit from 2017. A series of Beatrix Potters. Oh, I've got another one as well straight away. There's a Benjamin Bunny. Oh, oh, and there's a oh, sorry, I got distracted for a sec. There's a Paddington at the Palace. Now there is a supposed error with a crisp packet or something lying in the road. Is that right? Something like that. Now I haven't actually found it necessarily. I don't know what I'm looking for, perhaps, but I don't know if that's one on there. Apparently there's just down the bottom here, and there's also a bit of extra stuff on his hat or something as well. I'm not sure, but when I've looked at them I haven't found them because I don't know, I may not have decent enough eyesight. But anyway, it's the second Paddington. So oh, there's one. Oh, there's two. There's Victoria Cross Heroic Acts, not above face value, but I'll keep it anyway, or keep it to the side anyway. And then we've got Mr. Jeremy Fisher from 2017 as well. So just missing Tom Kitten there. We're only in bag one, so not too bad for the first bag. Let's have a look. Have we got any more? Any more for any more? What year was that? 2019. Oh, there we are. There's a Public Libraries. Not above face value there, so we'll keep that at the top there. I don't know whether there's any Olympics in this bag, but hopefully. No, not on the basis of this bag anyway. Spoke too soon, obviously. Oops, nothing in there. Oops. These could all be returned coins, of course. Who knows? I'm still trying to find an NIFC for these 50p's from, was it 2011 and more recently? I found, oh, is it not focused again? There we are. There is an Olympic ice hockey. I mean, hockey. I was thinking of ice because it's been so cold today. But there we are. There's our first Olympic. Hopefully the first of many. We're not that far into the bags either. So, and it's not in bad condition either. I didn't check the back. No, it's not bad condition. It's not perfect. Obviously, it's been in circulation for 9 years now, but but there is an Olympic hockey, and it is an Olympic one, yeah. That one is the first, hopefully, of many. Yay! So it's looking up all of a sudden. But I won't hang around because hopefully we can get another round of coins in after this. So what we don't want is find too many modern coins, because that can throw things off. But just say that, and we found a modern coin. There's a, I say modern, I mean modern in terms of the last year or so. So there's a Sherlock. We don't know the mintage figures of those, so we'll keep those to the one side. Oh, and there's another Paddington at the Palace. And has that got the error on it? I don't think that one's got the error on it either, is it? Oh, hang on. No. I wish I knew what I was looking for. I know I've seen other people, but I still haven't. I've found other people finding them, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. As the who is it? I was going to say Sting, but I didn't mean Sting. I mean Bono. I think it is, isn't it? From U2. As once said. There's the People Act, the representation of the People Act from 2018. Again, not a spectacular find, but find. Ooh, and there's a Mrs. Tiggywinkle. We haven't found one of those for a while, actually. We went through a phase of finding 2 or 3 of those every hunt. There's the 2016 Beatrix Potter set coin, or one of the coins. No, I won't put them together because technically it's not above face. Oh, there's a nice find as well. That's the Tailor of Gloucester. It's not the best to find, but it's the 2018 Tailor of Gloucester, and it is above face value. That's a decent find, I think. We thought they were going to be quite highly minted when they first came out, because we were finding them all the time, but turns out they're not that highly minted. I think it's is it the most? I think it's the most highly minted of the coins of 2018, but it's only 3.7 million, something like that, I think, if I remember rightly. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody saying nice. Duncan collects, yay. Jerry Mac, nice. Jude says nice find. Julio says nice one. Jude says great as well, again. Oh, one we were looking for. Tom Kitten. If it'll focus. Come on, focus on the Tom. Focus on the Tom. And then don't focus on the Tom. Now see? Take it away and bring it back. Focuses. There's Tom Kitten. That's the last one for the 2017 set. Although I don't know why I keep saying that, because none of them are above face value, but never mind. Ooh, and there's a Roger Bannister, if it will focus again. No, see, it's not focusing again. There we are. Roger Bannister, 50p. It's not in brilliant condition, but I'm running out of space as well. Oh, and a dictionary. Don't think. No, we haven't found one of those yet. That's weird. If you find those. Oh, and there's another. Not in brilliant condition, but there's another 2014 Commonwealth Games. Don't know what that is on there. Probably don't want to know. I'll keep that one to one side as well, though. Bow Selector says, nice, I see an Olympic. Yes, you do, indeed. As I said, it's starting to look up now. We might find a Kew Gardens. You never know. We might not, but we might do. Mind you, we might not find anything in this one. No, we didn't find anything. Oops. I just noticed these are post office bags. Oh. Post office, yes. These are post office bags. So these coins have come from the post office somewhere. I'm not sure where. Oops. Couldn't tell because the stamp had blurred everything. Ooh, there's a 2017. I knew that was going to be something. That was. Oh, come on! This is too shiny. I don't like shiny coins. The camera doesn't like shiny coins. It's a Benjamin Bunny, and you're the second one of those we found. So I know other people have ideas about what they should do with Benjamin Bunnies. Sign them and put them back into circulation or something, or give them away. I don't know. No, not for me. There's a dictionary though. Oop. There's another dictionary. All of a sudden, finding dictionaries everywhere. Oh, well, you've seen a dictionary, so I don't need to gate focus. It's slightly annoying. I don't know where these must have come from a post office somewhere, not from a bank. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Ooh, there's another Paddington. There's one Paddington at the tower. I think. Oh no, it's not all of them. Oh, yes, it is. No, it isn't. Sorry, I don't know why I put that one separate, didn't I? Don't know why I did that. Paddington at the station is the only one we haven't found. There's another one. Another Benjamin Bunny. Oh, another. Come on, focus. Another Tale of Peter Rabbit. That one's in such a good condition, it won't focus on it. Oh, come on. All of a sudden we got Benjamin Bunny fever going on here. That's another Benjamin Bunny. At least it would be if I would focus. Why is it not focusing? Come on, focus. Thank you. They're too shiny, these coins. So, this is from a post office. So some of them are from post offices, some of them aren't. So let's select these bags. Jerry Mack says, took me ages to find the 2016 Potters. Well, yeah, it can take a while for all of them. See, the rarest of them is the Jemima Puddleduck, but they are out there, and you do find them. But it's just, although even in the last year, I must admit, I've noticed that there's less and less of them being found. As I just mentioned, we used to get a load of the Mrs. Tiggerwinkle, but not so much at the moment. Oh, and what's this coin here? 2004? What the? I think this coin might actually be from a BU set. I don't know if you can see that, but there's virtually no damage on this coin for a 2004 coin. I think I'm going to keep this to one side, you know. That is a really good, I mean, it's not perfect because it's obviously been in circulation for a while, but not very long by the looks of it. But that is, if you look at the detail, if it will focus, come on, see, shiny coins again. If you look at the detail on there, there's a lot of detail for 2004. I'll have to have a look at it under a microscope or my scope thing. I'm going to keep that to one side because that could be from a set. Looks too good to be a circulating coin. So that might be a find. Oh, and there's another Benjamin Bunny. Of course. We've had quite a few hunts now. We haven't found very many Benjamin Bunnies, so it's about time we made up for lost time, I suppose. Yeah, Jude says, gosh, that is shiny for 2004. Yes, it is indeed. 2004, you don't find in that condition. It's got this I don't know if you know about the cartwheel shine. I call it the cartwheel shine. I mean, that's not the technical issue. That's not the technical name for it. But if you see, you can see if I angle it, there's like it looks like a center that radiates the shine around the side of the coin. I don't know how to describe it otherwise, but it's a very obvious thing when there's no damage on it, because it doesn't scatter the light in the same way. Like, for instance, this coin, if I try to do that with this coin, there's no cartwheel effect because there's so many dings and nicks on the coin surface that it scatters the light too much. So that was an unexpected find. Well, maybe it's an unexpected find. We don't know yet for certain. I'll have to have a look. Oh, getting tangled up with the bags. Anyway, I need to speed up again. Getting sidetracked again. Sorry about that. Haven't seen much in the way of conversation going on in the chat, so if I've missed a comment, then let me know. But we have found a few decent finds in this one. In this bag. Not as many as I'd like, but a few. Oh, and another Benjamin Bunny. I'm definitely finding those tonight. Hang on, what was that? Oh, I thought for a minute it was a 20. I thought that was a 2018 for a minute. Oh, there's a 2017 and another Benjamin Bunny. So, definitely finding Benjamin Bunnies today. It's 2008, but it's not. Oh, there's another public library. These are fairly common, these public libraries. I nearly always find one in a hunt, but quite an old coin, so we just quietly watching, says Duncan. Now, no need to be quiet on my behalf. This isn't school. You don't have to keep quiet. In fact, the more noise you make, as it were, the better in some respects. So, see, there's another cartwheel effect. I don't know if you can see it on this one. Yeah, you can. See the cartwheel effect, that shine. Now obviously this is a 2019 coin, so, but not all coins have it. But it's when the coin is a certain age normally, when you get that, when there's some damage but not too much. But it's not all coins either. So I'm going to keep that one to one side for comparison later. See, there's the same. This is a 2019 coin, but that doesn't have the same cartwheel thing, because I don't know. I don't know whether it's the age of the coin or what it is, but ooh, forget what I was saying. There's another Taylor of Gloucester, second, I think that's the second, yep, second of those we found tonight. So that's a good find as well. And then next coin, there's a Team GB. Not above face value, but I think that they might be worth keeping. So I'm going to keep it to one side. Ooh! It's getting better all the time now. This is a good bag, this one. There we are. There's a Peter Rabbit from 2018. Now, if you listen to Christopher, of course, he'll say that it's the second rarest, alphabetically, second rarest 50p, besides the Kew Gardens. But I think it's the rarest, because I don't find as many. I think Peter Rabbit is a more collectible coin because it's part of the series than the other coin. What's the other coin? See, when you get to my age, you forget things. What's the other coin? See, I blanked him. I don't even know what the other coin is. But a 2018 Peter Rabbit and a Taylor of Gloucester in the same bag can't be bad. Can't be all bad. Was that the bag with the... I can't remember. No, that wasn't the bag with the cartwheel shine, was it? No, see, there's another one. This is Jeremy Fisher. That's the second one of those. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, stop it. What is that one? Flopsy Bunny, that was the one. I couldn't think of it. I couldn't think of who it was. I knew it was a bunny. I couldn't think what it was. But way. If I bring it up to the thing, it might be better for you to see. It's too shiny. What's going on? It's a puddle duck. It's a Jemima puddle duck from 2016. Who was just saying that they couldn't find 2016 coins? It's 3.9 million, is it? Oh right, I thought it was 3.7, but I wasn't far out. I wasn't far out. Those selector said 3.9 for the Taylor of Gloucester. I mean, yeah, Taylor of Gloucester. Yeah, so that is a Jemima puddle duck, a 2016 find, right next to a Peter Rabbit. Talk about finding your pace, your oh, go away. Bags sticking to me, static on these things. Well, I think we can pack up now. Yeah, 2.1 of the duck, but we know that one's not the least or the most rare these days. But it's still a good find. It's a 2016 coin, so it's like 4 years old now. So they're starting to become more difficult to find as people obviously collect them and take them out of circulation. There's a slightly nasty Victoria Cross for medals. Oh, and there's a Benjamin Bunny again. That's another one of those. So let's review that bag, shall we? That was a decent bag, wasn't it? Yeah, Jerry Mack was saying that it took him ages. Well, see, I mean, this is the problem with these sealed bags. It's fairly consistent. You'll find finds most hunts, but you might not find the best finds. With these, it's famine or feast. If you have unsealed bags like these, it's famine or feast. As you saw in the previous hunt, although it wasn't a full bag, we didn't find very much at all. But we found 3 really nice finds, plus a couple that are good finds. I mean, Paddingtons as well. Well, I don't know about the 2019 Paddingtons, but the 2018s aren't that common. So, well, yeah, so it's looking up now, this hunt. 50p's. I don't have much luck with 50p's lately, but in terms of puddle ducks and the like. But I have found 1 or 2 in the last couple of hunts, so things are looking up, I suppose. But nothing in that, just as I say that, nothing in that bag at all. Running out of space as well. We're only just over half, well, it's probably 2/3 of the way through now. So let's carry on. Oh, there's another public libraries. third one of those. Yeah, third one of those. And more Benjamin Bunnies. I like it when we find Benjamin Bunnies because we find other coins as well. You sort of focus on the Benjamin Bunny. No, it won't, obviously, because it's not going to. Never mind, forget about it. You've seen a Benjamin Bunny before. Oh, we haven't found one of these tonight. We normally find quite a lot of these. These are Christopher Ironside. It's one of the most common finds normally, but we haven't found one until now. Ooh! Now, it's another Olympic. It is canoeing, unfortunately, but it's another Olympic. I'm not that keen on this design. It's a bit too busy, and you can barely see the person in the canoe. But it's an Olympic. I'm not complaining exactly. But yeah, it's another Olympic canoeing. So I'll put that one next to the other Olympic. We're not doing too badly actually, considering. I knew there was going to be some finds in here because I'd seen quite a few, I think, of the Benjamin Bunnies, but I knew there were other finds, but I certainly didn't have an idea that we were going to find as many good coins as we've found. That may be because they're post office bags and not bank bags. I wonder if that's the key here. So what have I missed in the chat? Great hunt, says Julia. An Olympic, a Peter Rabbit, a Jemima Puddle, and 2 Taylors of Gloucester. Well, 2 Olympics actually. 2 Olympics. Almost the first find was the Olympic hockey. But yeah. Aljax 79. Aljax Johnson. Well, Puddle Duck, well done. Can't even find Tom Kitten. Well, Tom Kitten shouldn't be too difficult to find, but yeah, you have to search a few bags for even a Tom Kitten, unfortunately. Another Olympic. Wow, says Julia. Yep. Jude says yet. Or yep. Yay. Sorry. Another Olympic. Yes. Well, we're doing quite well considering. I was a bit disappointed earlier, having to take the bag back to the bank, because I didn't want to search through a whole bag full of 2019 shields. Mainly. Oh, I can see one. I think that's the only one in that bag, but there's another Sherlock. So another Sherlock. I thought I found one. I don't know why I put that one on the bottom there. Technically it isn't. We don't know the mintage figures, so I don't know how good that is. Oh well. That's where it is. It'll have to stay there now for the moment. So I'm going to remind you there is a giveaway still underway, my 300 subscriber giveaway. If you want to partake in that, you've got until midday, I think it is, on Sunday. There's a come on, focus, a 2018 representation of the People Act. Second one of those only, of course, and then that's followed by another Benjamin Bunny. So, I wonder if you've got like 6 bags left. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, 6 bags left. You need 50p's. So what are we going to find? Anything? Oh, yes, we are. I'm going to find another Paddington at the Palace. Is that one with the arrow on it? No, I don't think that one is with an arrow on it. No, I don't know. I can't tell without looking. But that's another Paddington anyway. Oh, another public libraries. And quite a few of those. Oh, another Misc. Saying we found a lot of those. At the beginning when I started, not been finding that many lately. Anyway, got 5 bags to go through, so are we going to find some more Olympics? Another puddle duck. So Isaac Newton, that would be a good one to find. Oh, no, we're not. But we are going to find, ironically, I say ironically, not that ironically, it's been over a month now, but that's an EU, well, some people call it an EU stars. But yeah, it's an EU anniversary, the 1998 anniversary, the 25th anniversary. A few more, I should say, countries involved in 1998 than there were in 1973. Now, if you saw my video about the Brexit 2-coin pack, it included the 1973, I should say, in inverted commas, brilliant uncirculated coin that wasn't. You might know that there was only 9 countries that joined in 1973, or that were involved in 1973. Obviously we joined in 1973, we're no longer in the EU as such, so this could be one of those coins that increases in value. Might not be, I should say. I'm going to keep that one at the bottom there, I think. We'll see. There's a Victoria Cross, the medals. I think we found that one already, yeah. Oh, and there's another rabbit. Another Peter rabbit from 2017. Not very nice one there. Another Benjamin Bunny. I'm definitely finding more Benjamin Bunnies in this hunt than I've found in quite a few hunts, to be honest. Oops. Throwing coins at people. Well, yeah, I'm just just saying to Jude, saying, nice, wonder if the EU stars will go up in value. Well, that's what I was discussing, obviously, but don't know is the answer. I don't think it will go up a massive amount just because we left, but if people still collect coins, I should say, then there's no reason why it will go down in value, certainly. So, last 4 bags. We've only found 2 Olympics. We haven't found. Well, actually, what we should find, hopefully, what we could find, I should say, is yeah, what we should find is the Flopsy Bunny again, and then we'll even it out, I think. Oh, well, instead we'll find a dictionary. Dictionaries, I should say. Where's that gone? nearly as common. There's a 2017, so another puddle duck, another Benjamin Bunny. Wow, it's been an up and down sort of hunt, isn't it, really? Had quite a few finds close together. In that one bag, we found a few. We've got 3 bags to go in this one. We may not get all the coins searched actually today, because I was intending to do another set, but we might have to do that another day. It's getting a bit later now than I anticipated. And there's nothing in that one. Come on. Can't let us down in the last few bags. Oh, there's a Victoria Cross, some medals. Rather nasty looking coin. Rather good looking coin. 2019 though. I think it might be letting us down in the last few bags. These aren't, that's the trouble, these aren't from the post office, these bags. The looks of it. That's probably why. It was the post office bags that had the decent coins in. It's a final bag, so if we're going to find anything, it'll be in this bag. But it doesn't look like it's going to be. Well, that's annoying. No, nothing in there. Oh well. Not a problem. We found some decent finds overall. I'm guessing it's a toss-up between Peter Rabbit 2018 and Benjamin and Jemima Puddle Duck from 2016 as to which is the best find. Obviously the 2018 is more recent, but there's not much difference in it, so what do you reckon? What are you preferring, the Puddle Duck or Peter Rabbit? There's obviously a couple of Olympics as well, but Olympics, they're fairly common Olympics. The hockey's not as common as I'm not sure what the mintage figure is on hockey. If anybody knows, let me know. But I don't think it's the lowest, although I think it's one of the best Olympics in terms of finds. Hey Jack79 says, how do you get bags from post office? I don't get bags from post office, so Jax. I assume you need money in an account. Yeah, I don't get them from the post office. They just happen to come in bags from the post office. Some of them, anyway. There is. Yeah, the bag on there says post office is a commercial business with a social purpose. That's why this bag is made from biodegradable material. Oh, right. So that's why it's got all the text on the back. It's biodegradable, apparently. But I don't know that that's where the coins came from. That's just where the bags came from. Reusable bag, please return, it says. But if it's biodegradable, does that mean that it will self-destruct after a certain period of time? I don't know. Well, they tried that with like Tesco and various other supermarkets. Tried that with bags. The carrier bags, and it didn't work so well apparently, because they were disintegrating in the middle of the supermarket. So that's not what you want out of a bag. So how many Benjamin Bunnies did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we had 12 Benjamin Bunnies in that bag. That's more than the usual, that's for certain, lately. Although it used to be the case, I think, not recently. So let's have a look. You've stolen the... Oh, I'll just put those together, actually. There we are. I'm going to keep... That one's not a very good one, unfortunately. So keep that to one side, keep that to one side. And we'll keep those there. That one I don't think is good enough. No, that's not good enough. Keep the Paddingtons. We didn't find a Paddington at the station, weirdly. So we didn't get a complete set of Paddingtons, unfortunately. But we did find Taylor of Gloucester, a couple of those. Oh, hang on, get rid of those as well. We did find an EU 25th anniversary thing, a couple of Olympics, a Peter Rabbit in 2018, and a Benjamin Bunny, a Jemima Puddle Duck. So that can't be all bad. That can't be all bad at all. 1.77 for hockey, yeah. I didn't think it was the lowest by a long way, but it's less than 1.8, which is the sort of the cut-off point. Above 1.8, the Olympics start to become less desirable. Not sure why 1.8 is a figure, but apparently it is. I don't think it's an official figure. I think it's just that seems to be the sort of level at which collectors seem to like to collect stuff. I think it also tends to match what the a few of the other desirable coins, sort of vintage figures of those were. So anyway, so that's that. So it's now 10 o'clock, and I don't know about you, but it's been quite a while, so I don't know. I have got some more coins, but do you want me to do them or not? I'm just going to move the 50p's. I've got some more £2 coins, and I've got some more 50p's, but I was going to do another whole round, but it might be too late to start doing them now. But that's up to you. If you want me to continue, I will. So let us know. I'm just going to check something before I continue. Just found something I shouldn't have. Right, so another bag of 50s. Well, if I'm going to do another bag of 50s, it'll have to be another bag of 50s and another bag of £2. I can't just do 50s. That's not allowed. Not on a Thursday, anyway. No, I'm just joking, obviously. I can do another bag of 50s if you want. But one bag, I think it'll have to be just one bag. Well, now see, Duncan's saying save them for another stream. I think I might save them for another stream, because it is now after 10 o'clock, and I'd usually finish, or try to finish about 10. Doesn't always work, but it's been a while, and I need something to eat as well, so. Continue, carry on. So, if you want me to carry on, then thumbs up in the chat. If you want me to stop, thumbs down. So the first 10 responses will count. Oh, Jerry's already thumbs up. Well, somebody doesn't want me to. Somebody doesn't want me to eat, basically. Duncan says go eat. See, so Duncan cares that I haven't had anything to eat yet. Low selectors thumbs up. No, not 10 thumbs up. That's not that's not going to work. But if you want me to carry on, I've got to get 10 thumbs up from the time I said it. So that's from Jerry Mac's comment, and I've only got 3 so far. And no, that's not even true, because Jerry Mac's already he's already put thumbs up. So there's 3 so far. You've got 3 minutes. Worth a go, says Bo Selector. Go eat first. Well, if I go and eat first, then that'll be after midnight. So I'm not going to start a stream after midnight. No, see, there's not 10 thumbs up, so it looks like I'm going to stop there by the looks of it. Jude has to leave as well. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, everybody. It's been 2.5 hours now, so it's been long enough. We did find some really good finds, and I need to recoup the £1 that I lost on the £2 coins. I mean, that's a 2016 coin, isn't it, as well? Oh, hang on. Let's just have a look. I've got to use my phone to look at this. Can't do it from naked eye. Oh no, it's a 2016, so I know that's no good. I was hoping that it was going to be one of the 2017. Oh, hang on. I can't see what I'm looking at because I've clicked on the wrong thing. Right, so I was hoping that this was going to be one of those error 2016 coins to make up for the fact that it's not a £2 coin, but it's a 2016 coin, but it's not a lefty. It's actually quite decent condition for a 2016 coin, actually, but I was looking at the reverse to see if it had any of the micro text that was wrong, but it doesn't. So unfortunately, it's going to have to go back. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for appearing in chat. I'm sorry I didn't get to everybody's chat because, well, my eyesight's not as good as it used to be, so it's very difficult for me to see it across the other side of the room. Well, about 6 inches from my eyes, but it seemed like it's the other side of the room sometimes. Yeah, we had some decent finds. The £2, not as good as perhaps we'd hoped, or I would have hoped. 50p's, yeah, some success there. And I've got some more coins to do, so there will be some more coins at some point. Whether I do that tomorrow or whether I do that another day, I don't know. But anyway, thanks for everybody for tuning in. I'm going to go and get something to eat. And hopefully we'll have another get-together at some point in the very near future. I'm thinking maybe, I haven't ever done a weekend coin hunt, so I'm thinking maybe if you're up for it, do a Saturday evening hunt. We'll see, maybe, hopefully in the next couple of days, because obviously I can't do Sundays because there's a certain other person that does a coin hunt on the Sunday evenings, and it'll be flagged out with the number of coin hunts on Sunday these days now. Okay, well, thanks anyway for tuning in. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for Jude. Thanks for Snapdragon. Thanks for Bow Selector. Duncan Collects. Jerry Mack. Aljax 79 Johnson. Who else have I missed? Jacqueline. Duncan Collects. Yep. Thanks for that. And I may have missed others, so shout out. If you've got anything to promote, then this is the time to promote it as well. Thanks for being here, everybody, and I'll see you next time, hopefully, maybe, possibly on Saturday evening, because there's nothing on TV on a Saturday evenings anyway, and nobody goes out these days, so I think Saturday might be a good idea, hopefully. But I need something to eat, and thanks for tuning in, everybody. Don't forget my giveaway if you haven't already entered. I think it was 3 days ago now, so just have a look for the giveaway video, 300 subscribers, and I'll see you on Saturday. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bye.